And how many, by show of hands, how many have children? Oh. And with children, it really gives you the flexibility. So with the ones with children, can you just give me an idea like what a day was prior to and what it is like now working in real estate?
Um, I love sharing that story. For me, when I came to Rapid, given my short story, I actually was welcomed to Rapid by Christine,
Oh,
who is on the stage today. And I actually came with the idea. They were just starting to franchise. And when I sat down with Christine, I was all like, ugh, I'm ready to go. And then we actually had a award ceremony. And after that, I had told Christine that I'm going to be a franchise owner one day.
okay.
Christine kept telling me, I believe you'll do it. I believe you can do it. But the question at hand is the children. Christine and I both had kids. So when I came in, she was very flexible about allowing me to bring my two little people, I call them. I call them little people. You have to meet them to understand. But for me, it was great because it was teaching them how to also work for themselves.
Exactly.
They're very aggressive now. They're very outspoken. They're my best advertisement on earth. My son has a small wallet where he keeps my business cards. And they're very driven because of it. So with that, I just invited them in. Instead of making them an excuse of why I can't do, they
Right.
became my reason to do.
Okay.
And with that being said, it's just a good place for them. Like when I became a franchise owner, my son says to me, "Hey mom, you know what? Just give me a blanket. I'll sleep under the desk. Just feed me."
Aw.
So with that being said, if you embrace them
Yeah.
and bring them into this world, it's great for them.
I used to do that with my son. When I first started, because I got my license the first time. This is all about me. I got my license the first time. And I was ready to go because I was doing investing prior. So I bought property, did great, had money, was rich, yay, then I'm broke. Oh. So, you know, you go through the whole gamut. And I found out my son was diagnosed with autism. So I kind of put everything off to the side and, you know, did him for a while because he needed me more than, you know, words can say. So now he's big, and I don't understand about little people. So you know, now he's my staunch supporter. So, but I used to take him on properties when I used to go look at houses for sale. So he would walk in like, look, mommy. So I embraced him like you did also in the real estate. So he kind of understand the gist of it. But I really think it's important to make them a part of that. So this way they kind of grow, getting that entrepreneurial spirit budding.
Absolutely. My son is the king of OPs, by the way.
Oh, I have to hook your son up for my son.
Making some money.
Anybody else with children?
Well, my daughter is 14 now. When I started the company, she was, I want to say 7 or 8. And she is what everyone considers a rapid baby. She's been in the office every day with me. And I would say that before I came to Rapid, I was in corporate America, 9 to 5, punching the clock. She was always very active, doing a lot of different things that I couldn't always make it out to.
Right.
And this business definitely provided me the flexibility to be there and support her in a lot of the things that she wants to do, which I definitely appreciate. But everyone in this room knows my daughter. And she's bringing me listings. She's walking down the street and writing phone numbers down. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
That is a good thing. And again, I think that's why a lot of people embrace it. But what I love is this is mostly a male dominated industry. You know, it's mostly men who, when you hear real estate, you see Donald Trump, you see a lot. So a lot of women, I don't know if it's either fear or intimidation. Did any one of you have any of that fear or intimidation, you know, even before you came in, or felt that because you didn't know a lot about it that you don't know whether you would have been able to handle that? Any one of you guys?
No, not at all. I'll say it was. I was probably pretty quiet when I came in. I came from property management. I came from property management. It's a very different environment, very laid back, and I came into a very, at the time, male-dominated office. And it was a situation where they were like, "Oh, you're so nice. Why don't you fuss this one?" You know, and at the time, like, I wanted to learn everything, and I'm like,
Right.
so I didn't mind learning more, but I learned definitely how to be more aggressive, how to just say, no, I'm not going to do that. This isn't correct at the time. This is what needs to happen. And at the time, before, I was very uncomfortable doing that. I didn't like confrontation. I didn't want to have to deal with, you know, feeling like I was hurting someone's feelings or
Right.
something. So I didn't really assert myself. So it was a great environment where I literally learned how to assert myself and become my own business, for lack of better words. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, I know you guys work with management companies. Do you feel that they take you as seriously as your counterparts, or do you sometimes, if you speak with them, feel that maybe that you think, you wouldn't be talking to me like this if I was a guy? You know what I mean? Because I know, not so much management companies, but when I had some stuff with my house, you know how you call people over to fix things? They're like, oh, we'll take care of it. But I used to be right over them, watching what they're doing. And one time, one guy actually tried to stiff me. He didn't realize I called 2 people before him, and I knew exactly what was wrong. So he was like, "We need this." I said, "Well, the last guy said I need this fee for $20." I was like, "Oh, yeah, oh, exactly." But again, because you're women, a lot of men. I'm not men bashing, so don't send me any emails, hate emails. But a lot of them think, oh, you're pretty, you're so cute, just sit there and, I'll take care of everything.
Definitely is.
So anyone's had any, like...
I think in life in general, men don't take women seriously until they see that they're serious and they mean business. In any field, men feel that women are not superior.
Exactly, that's true.
But you have to stand your ground and show them that you mean business and you're not playing games.
So, I mean, I haven't spoken with most of the men, but do you feel that maybe your office works twice as hard as maybe some of the guys who own the office?
Well, within our company, we're respected and we're admired by everyone as far as being the owners of our offices, and they seek guidance from all of us.
Okay. So for those who didn't have training, was there a specific training just to get, okay, now you guys have a franchise, here you go, here's some training into real estate, or was it more like sink or swim?
No,
Well,
yes,
we have
there is
access to
training.
Anthony 24 hours a day and Carlos. So
We all go through a
training
program.
Oh,
Right.
So just like any other franchise, we all go through like a training before
program.
we own. A lot of scrolls, we call them.
Yeah.
A lot of late nights.
The scroll.
Yeah,
exactly.
A lot of explaining why you're your boss house till 2 in the morning. Yeah.
So, you got the scrolls. Okay, I think that's a really big plus, when you can have someone that you can call and talk to. Because a lot of businesses tend to fail because they don't have the right people in place. And I guess it seems like from the bit I've spoken with Anthony and Angelo, Carlos. It seems like you do have a lot of support. It seems like there's tons of training, because I always see the blasts, and it's like tons of training. What would you say to women who feel like they don't think they can do something like this? And it don't even have to be rapid, but just feel like they can't do that. Because not all women are strong, a lot of women are like,
Yeah, I mean, I think if you think that way, then that's the way it's gonna be, But if you see yourself doing something greater, then it's just about putting the effort to do so.
Now, I always said you need a why. My why was my son, to actually do more because he needed more. Now he's better. So my why, that pushes me, even when sometimes I'm just, I don't want to, I just want to give up. Has anyone of you ever had that moment where you just want to give up and quit?
No.
So it's okay. Oh,
Yeah, not that part.
We don't have a choice.
Really?
Can't quit.
Exactly.
Now, let me tell you, I have actually fired myself, got drunk, and rehired myself the next day. Seriously. One night I was so fed up, and this was when I was married to that, we won't go there, but this is when I was married, and it was one of those days, it was like, nothing is working, so I was like, I quit, I'm done, I've had it, I just quit, I'm not doing anything. So Andrew was sleeping, he went to bed, so I got tipsy, and next day I woke up, he came home, and I was sitting in front of the thing. He's like, well, I thought you quit. I said, yeah, that was yesterday. I hired myself back again. So I'm back at work. But you go through that.
I mean, yeah,
None of you went through that?
There's always struggles, but just trying to balance the two. But I mean, me personally, like I'm not a quitter. There is no option. Failure is not an option for me, and so. When I look at those little eyes, and he's like, I want to pave the way for him. I want him to live a life that is, actually different from mine. I want to give him certain opportunities that I never had. And so for me, it gives me that extra boost,